It is violent now, not ordered. That is called turbulent motion. For what kind of fluid motion? Which is an incompressible fluid. So from Bernoulli's theorem we understand for any incompressible fluid is likely to be damaged. Again, it is the equilibrium of pressure variation. Hello students, this is SD Sir from the Temple of Excellence, Vidyashram Pre-University, Mysore. In my today's discussion on fluids, we will come across a very important theorem called Bernoulli's theorem for the flow of steady fluids, and we will also come across the applications of Bernoulli's theorem. My dear students, what did we learn in the previous session? We understood something about fluid mechanics. We told the mechanics or the part of dynamics which explains fluid motion is called fluid mechanics. And very importantly, we studied streamline flow and turbulent flow of fluids. During fluid motion, at any point inside the fluid, if the particles move with the same velocity, every particle of the fluid should move through that point with the same velocity. Then we call it as streamline motion, orderly flow or steady flow. Whereas above a maximum value of velocity called critical velocity, streamline motion breaks down. It is violent now, not ordered. That is called turbulent motion. Then what did we study about? The equation of continuity, the product of the area of cross section and the velocity of motion across that cross section should always be constant. So the consequence is whatever volume of fluid enters a region, the same volume of fluid comes down. A very important consequence stated as equation of continuity. Now, studying a very important theorem which is called Bernoulli's theorem, which is asked for 3 marks in the exam. Bernoulli's theorem for steady flow. Now we come to understand Bernoulli's theorem states that for an incompressible fluid, first condition ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Incompressible fluid which is also non-viscous fluid. ನೋಡಿ conditions now. incompressible fluid, non-viscous fluid in steady state. See, such a fluid is called ideal fluid, which is practically impossible to find in nature. So for an incompressible fluid, non-viscous fluid, which is in a steady state, the sum of pressure energy of the fluid, kinetic energy of the fluid, and potential energy of the fluid per unit mass is always constant. See, very beautiful. He says the sum of pressure energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy per unit mass is constant. For what kind of fluid motion? Which is an incompressible fluid, non-viscous fluid, and it has to be in a steady state. So from Bernoulli's theorem, we understand for any incompressible fluid, non-viscous fluid, which is in a steady state, the sum of its pressure energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy per unit mass remains constant, which means pressure energy is P, kinetic energy half rho v square, potential energy rho gh is a constant, or dividing by rho throughout, we have P by rho half v square gh is constant, and P by rho is the pressure energy per unit mass of the fluid. V square by 2 is the kinetic energy per unit mass, and GH is the potential energy per unit mass. So very clearly we understand for incompressible, non-viscous fluid in steady state, the sum of pressure energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy per unit mass should remain constant. Therefore, since the pressure energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy per unit mass is constant, the flow defines itself as streamline flow. Now, coming to the applications of Bernoulli's equation, what are the advantages or applications of Bernoulli's equation? If a sheet of paper placed on a table, sheet of paper placed on a table is blown across its top surface, gently the paper rises. If you blow a sheet of paper on a table across its top surface, very gently it rises. This is because the jet of air blown over the top surface causes a reduction in air pressure above the paper, which is very simple. What happens is the air pressure below the surface of the paper and above the surface of the paper is gently balanced. Therefore, it slightly rises. It doesn't blow off. And that is a beautiful application of Bernoulli's theorem. The roofs of houses are blown off by strong winds. They are blown off by hurricanes and tornadoes. For the same reason, a well-vented house is likely to be damaged. Again, it is the equilibrium of pressure variation. Something called uplift of an aircraft. Most of you would have traveled in aeroplanes. The takeoff of the aeroplane is because of the principle of Bernoulli. First, as it takes off, there is a pressure difference between the upper wing and the lower wing. But as it just leaves the surface, that pressure difference is now in equilibrium because of Bernoulli's application. So, uplift of an aircraft happens properly due to Bernoulli's principle. And we say atomizer or a sprayer. Perfume sprayers na nodidiralva. They are also called atomizers, and they work on the principles of Bernoulli's theorem. You just press that pipe. Due to pressure difference between the upper end and the lower end, there is an upward force acting. So the liquid sprays out. And that is the application of Bernoulli's theorem. Now, we call something called as Reynolds number. Now, what is this Reynolds number? Reynolds penಗಳು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, beautiful handwriting. Similarly, Reynolds number. A Reynolds number is a coefficient, or I can say it is simply a number which is defining the motion of a fluid. We say either it is steady or streamlined. Either it is turbulent. It all depends on something called Reynolds number. If the Reynolds number for fluid motion is up to 2000, this is where it is steady motion. So, if the Reynolds number defined for fluid motion is up to 2000, that is what is called steady motion. Anything greater than 2000, that is where critical velocity comes into picture and the motion becomes turbulent. Therefore, we say Reynolds number is a number for fluid motion which defines whether the motion of a fluid is turbulent or steady. Until the number is 2000, it is steady or orderly. About 2000, it is defining critical velocity and the steady flow breaks down. So we studied Bernoulli's theorems today. We told for an ideal fluid, meaning incompressible, non-viscous, steady state motion, the sum of pressure energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy per unit mass remains the same. Applications of Bernoulli's theorem: atomizer, lift of an aeroplane, gentle lift of a paper. And we studied about Reynolds number defining the state of motion. Until 2000, steady motion. Greater than that, critical velocity, turbulent motion. In my next class, I turn up with surface tension. Until then, have a nice time. Thank you.